Folks, bit of a wild one, and St. Louis got some fresh faces in the lineup, gave up another lead, came back to win the game. We're going to break it all down for you right here on the OZone.
You're in the offensive zone, your place for Leafs hockey.
Hey folks, welcome to the OZone. That's Coach, that's KD, I'm the Devo, and we're here to talk all things Leafs. Well, that happened. A high-scoring affair in St. Louis. KD, what did you see?
Well, it was the best of times, and it was the worst of times. There was a lots of it was an exciting game, lots to draw on. There's actually lots of good stuff out there, and some bad stuff too. So I'm sure we'll get to it this pod. As far as what I liked, I kind of liked the fact that the Leafs picked up their goalie. Like, it's been a kind of a one-way street to this point. So kind of nice when your tender has been so awesome all year round, so consistent, doesn't have his A game, and you win the game for him. So
yeah.
I think that part was great. I've been harping on line 2, over that road trip to this point, and they were great. They did what we wanted them to. All those offensive zones they got, outshot the teams, outpossessed the teams. So they kept that tilted ice. I thought they did exactly what they're supposed to do. And we'll talk about transition hockey. I mean, I think on the zone coverage wasn't as good, and we'll get to that. But transition hockey was good. The forecheck was really good. And I'm going to talk about an example here just to talk about sort of their dominance. So when we go on to first slide here, this is actually the second goal. But first slide, if you take a look, St. Louis got really good structure. They're a really well-coached team. But if we look at this Toronto first line, forechecking, Marner, number 16, in there deep. Along the boards there, Bunting, happy about him. He gets to the puck first. Good forecheck. O'Reilly, though, strips him of the puck. Bounces forward, and we see Sundqvist over on the boards there for St. Louis, kind of pinching down a little bit just to help with support. Everything's good, though. If you look at the star, where Matthews is, he's the star of this play. He's nice and high, that third guy high. Keefe always talks about structure. Always about that structure in the play there. So we have him high. As you can see, he's right beside Ivan Barbashev. And then what we see is O'Reilly in the next slide. O'Reilly takes over the puck and flips it forward. Sundqvist is coming down to protect him and support a little bit. Now, Barbashev makes a mistake here. He keeps going. His job is to actually cut through the ice and give an outlet pass. He actually comes right across the ice, which makes it an easy choice for Matthews to follow the play. If he bellies out and goes north toward the Leafs net, Matthews has got to make a decision. Does he pull away out of the zone, or does he come forward? In this case, Barbashev makes it easy for him. It also allows the defenseman to step in and pinch there too. So we see on the fourth slide, we'll put an unhappy face. That's a Bugner face, the coach's face beside Barbashev. He's clearly screwed this play up. If you take a look, Matthews has made a beeline to the puck and disrupted that breakout right there. The puck is now starting to move back. And fortunately for the Leafs, there's two things that happen. One, Krug, the defenseman on the other side, he anticipates that the play is breaking out, and he goes flying up to join the rush. He left a little bit too soon. So we see a mistake from Barbashev. I'm here, so I might as well critique the Blues as well. Barbashev's made a mistake. Krug is taken off. And unfortunately for the Blues, Marner is the trailer here who could turn, one of the few guys who could actually literally turn on a dime. He grabs the puck, and on the fourth slide, you see there Justin Falk is flat-footed. Krug has left his zone. He's actually in a bad spot. And we see Marner with a shot there. Probably a shot that the goalie Binnington should get. High slot. He's kind of on his back foot there shooting, but we'll take it. He put it up top, bar down, and beat Binnington. So we got the breaks there, a couple of mistakes from St. Louis, but the important part is good structure. Third guy high, got to see how the play developed and attacked and got the puck back, and we got a goal out of it. It was textbook.
Yeah,
right there.
That's a great illustration there, Kevin. It's that's why you have stars. Take advantage of mistakes of your opponents. Coach, what happened? What'd you like?
Yeah, I'll be quick here. So stars, Matthews, goal in 10 straight road games, awesome. I believe I had that in the last predictions. Liljegren's first goal, love that too. Tavares, I thought it was his best game in a long time. And Morgan Riley, 28 minutes, 2 assists. Guy's a stud. He's playing great. He's on pace for 70 points. So look, there's lots not to like about blowing leads, but there was some stuff to like. I like all this little stuff. I like getting Marner and Engvall back. Marner especially had some jump. And then I'll leave you with, it's nice to win when you don't need world-class, elite, league-best goaltending to win. So it's nice to pick up Soupy one time because he's done it enough for us this year.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. Look, the Leafs are a much better team when they got a strong third line, and I think, getting Engvall back in that game, Engvall and Soup with Camp looked great. They looked fast, they looked big, they were skating great, moving the puck up and down. That's something to keep an eye out for. They certainly looked dangerous and tilted the ice for the Buds. You got to love it when your stars come back from having some time off, and they get a goal and an assist. That's pretty nice, and it's always good to get 2 points on a road win against a good team. So that's what I saw. That's what I liked. Coach, what didn't you like?
Well, so, right, 2-1-1 so far on this road trip. We will take that even if it wasn't in the right order. But here's, I mentioned Riley, 28 minutes, workhorse. Why is he playing 28 minutes? If you take a look, Dermott only played 11 minutes, right? Why isn't he trusted? Well, let me show you 6 seconds of tape as to why he's not trusted. Here's how it ends, folks. 2-man breakaway behind Dermott. That puck's in our net. Okay, well, how the heck did we get there? Okay, so take a look at this. Here's how it sets up. Their guy's got the puck at the top of the screen here. Sandin goes to pressure their guy, doesn't let him by, so the puck gets dumped in the corner. Sandin's in good shape. Kampf is where he always is, great position defensively. Engvall's going to head over to the boards. Dermott's job is to go back and get the puck. So far, so good. A second later, that puck's rimmed around. Dermott's got it behind the net, and you see the puck is circled here. He rims it to Engvall. He rims it around. I just want to show you the structure here. There's a guy on Dermott. He's got his guy. Kampf, always good, got his guy. Sandin's a little higher than you might like, but he's okay. We're in good shape here too. Okay? So, this next one I want to spend a little bit of time on. Puck goes to Engvall. The puck is with Engvall. He's just chipped it towards the center. You can see it circled. Okay? Now, if you're Travis Dermott, if you're any defenseman at any level, and you see your partner ahead of you, you must then see 9 skaters ahead of you. All their guys and all our guys. You have to be the last man back. You have to be. So Sandin is kind of taking the place of the center here. Engvall chips in the middle. That's okay. Sandin's beating his guy. He's allowed to go because he knows, Dermott knows that rule. You must be the last man back. He kind of is. He's got a guy behind him, but we're actually okay here. Well, here's what happens. The guy that's on Sandin chips it in the middle of the ice. So Dermott, you can see him by the arrow. He's watching the puck. And there's a little bit of space that's broken out between him and his guy who's behind him. He either knows his guy's behind him and he thinks there's no way that pass can get through, or he's forgotten. I don't know yet. But what happens next is egregious. He's at the dot right here. Half a second later, he's at the top of the circle. Yeah. As St. Louis wins the puck. Look at the gap between him and his guy. Oh, by the way, there's another guy behind him too. So that's not everyone in front of him. That's only some guys in front of him. And a second later, here we go. Now, I don't know what happened to Engvall and his guy on this play, but it doesn't matter. Dermott has to be the last man back. If he wants to know why he's not playing a lot, if he wants to know why he's the odd man out when Hall gets back off a protocol, if he wants to know why he's going to have a 4 or 5 year marginal NHL career, that's why. You either have to be big and tough or skate really well or be smart. Okay? Muzzin's big and tough. He can play D. Riley can skate. McCarr can skate. Those guys can skate. Sandine, Brody, those guys are smart. Dermott, he can't skate. He's not big. He has to be smart, and he's not.
Yep. That's a great illustration. KD, how about you?
Yeah, well, I mean, getting to what Scott was saying, the fourth line got under 8 minutes each. Dermott had 10 minutes of playtime. I understand why there's no trust, but it's not sustainable. So if we, something you don't like, we have to figure it out. Like whether you trade, whether guys start to elevate, whether we do, you just cannot play your horses at this stage of the season, expect to have anything left by playoff time. It's got to be resolved.
All right. Well, fellas, we're into predictions now. This is where we're going to lay it all down on the line. Leafs are still road warriors here, going to New York to face the Rangers. Another tough matchup. Coach, what are you thinking?
I predict I'm going to get chirped on your Niners beating my Cowboys. I predict a 3-1 win with Matthews keeping it rolling, scoring again. They have better goaltending than we do. It's the only team in the league we can say that. Shesterkin is fantastic. So I see a low-scoring game here. And speaking of goaltending, this kid here, Paxton Geisel, I predict he's going to play great today. He's been selected for the BioSteel All-American hockey game. That's the U.S. equivalent of the CHL Top Prospects game. He's the son of one of our beer league guys. He played a beer league game for us when he was 14. We thought he was going to get killed. And then we took warm-up and we're like, oh, okay, this guy's not going to be here long. He's got some places to go. So fantastic. He will be a top three round pick in this coming NHL draft. Good for you, Paxton. Play great today.
That's great. KD, what are you thinking?
I think actually there are going to be more goals than we expect. I'm calling a 5-2 Leaf win. Top two lines are going to roll, and I think some production from our D is in order. As Scotty said before. There we go.
Interesting call. Well, I think it's going to be a stingy game. We got some top-notch goalies going head-to-head. So I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I think Keith's going to make some adjustments, and I think we are going to see an overtime win. 2-1, Nylander scoring the game winner. There you have it, folks. You know why you come here. We know why you have you. We get you here to talk all things Leafs. Right here